Well, it's funny because Aaron and Elmer, and Michael and those guys, I mean, that's just family. I just remember growing up with those guys. And so, so I really look at them as, as my extended family. So when I see them and, we all sit down, we talk and all of that, I'm actually seeing Aaron more because Aaron would be in California quite a bit. So he'd come down and so he'd come over and visit with my dad. And so I'd see him over there. But it's actually been really cool. It's been an education as well for myself because some of the things that have gone down and, like I said, as a kid, you're going through things and you're kind of oblivious really to the things that are going on around you. I mean, you see what's happening, but what does it really mean? And I mean, in the big scheme of things of where you're at, it doesn't have a great effect on you. But now as I look back at some of those things, it's impressive. It's impressive to look back and see what these guys actually did and what they were capable of doing and pulling together and the sacrifices they made, and willing to be persecuted and willing to, put themselves up where, they were being put in jail. They were being taken out of society. They were, they were trying to shut them down. And so, but they were willing to stand up and pay that price. And so that, looking back on that, and it makes you say, dang, someone at this point's got to step up and be willing to, bring something to the table because these brothers, stepped up and, obviously there was their time. I think everything has a time and place. And their time and place, was then, and now we're looking back at that. And, I mean, our society right now is in a similar turmoil, although it's not just in the black community, there's a lot of different, things that are going on to affect that. So, but the impact that it's having, I think it's like I said, it's incredible to me, and like I said, I have my respect factor for these guys of what I'm learning, and the impact is growing immensely. And so I'm very proud to be a part of, moving forward with the legacy of that and helping to educate people on, the Seattle Black Panther Party chapter, because one thing what a lot of people don't realize or don't know is that the Seattle chapter was the first chapter outside of California. And Seattle has done more. I mean, you look at the other chapters and they were all very impactful. But this chapter here really stepped up and they really put forward a lot of effort, and, with the Sidney Brown, now Carolyn Downs, with all of the other types of things that they had put together. They did the summer youth program, and that was one of my first jobs, as a teenager, was working at the summer youth program, which was ironic because it was out of the same house that the Panther ran their headquarters out of. So I used to sit up there, and as we're sitting there, and I'm telling other kids that were in this program, I'd take them down and say, man, we were in this basement hiding out, man, the police were out front, and stuff like that. And so it was really funny to sit there and look at that. And then sit at this table and everyone sitting around talking. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's really cool. And I think that there needs to be a time we have to be able to sit back and look at this and recognize, what's going on, because I think that we're losing so much of our history.